First time I saw Wayne was from a distance back in Roma. He didn't see me. I was only 15. Not long after, everyone knew he was sitting on the hill behind the goalposts.
They told me about this kid who was a bit special, so I went to a junior carnival in Ipswich to have a look. I remember seeing those white bow legs.
I got the message he wanted to meet me. Walking over to the hill, I'm thinking, what's he going to say? What am I going to say? He said, take a seat.
From the beginning I knew he wasn't just another kid.
He always had time for me. We are similar personalities. We think rather than talk a lot.
Lots of kids have the ability, but not all have the brains to make it work. Together, we won 4 premierships, and the last one, 2006, Darren was the captain. He drove them on the field, and I drove them off it.
As captain and coach, we spent a lot of time together, confided a lot. That win in 06 meant a great deal to both of us. I hear every player say he's like a father figure. You know he cares for you. Whenever you have questions about football or about life, you go to Wayne. After Wayne's last game as coach of the Broncos, I remember seeing him out there with Justin. It was something else.
That was always about the fans, and you've been wonderful to the club, the players and myself, and I thank you very, very much.
I got a lump in my throat.
On the Father's Day just gone, I sat with Justin in the stands, watching Darren's farewell game, thinking of 2 fine young men.
I never look up into the stands, but we'll be playing the Dragons and I'll see him on the big screen. Have to say his expressions haven't changed much. We have a great respect for one another. We're both very competitive, but we'll never let a game of football stand in the way of our friendship.
When I told him to take a seat all those years ago, I didn't know it would end up a throne. Like everyone, Darren has some things he'd like to do better on the footy field. I probably know what they are, but I've never said a word to any team I've coached against him. Because I'm never coaching against Darren Locker. I'm just coaching.
For 17 years, the careers of super coach Wayne Bennett and the sheer superstardom of Darren Locker have entwined to light up the biggest stages of rugby league. For most of those years, they worked closely together at the Broncos. And even when Bennett switched to the Dragons, they remained more than just mates. Tonight, in the boom or bust spirit of sudden death football, only one can walk away a winner. Hello and welcome to Brisbane's Suncorp Stadium, packed again for Darren Lockyer's eternal, magical mystery, continuous retirement tour. It's the Brisbane Broncos up against the St George Illawarra Dragons, both battling for survival. What a matchup this is.
He said he doesn't look up into the crowd. His last appearance here at Suncorp Stadium. Darren Locker, the kid from the country, to the Broncos for a career that has seen him rise to superstar status through to legend and no doubt rugby league immortality. Back for Wallace now for Maguire, and he's pulled down by Darius Boyd. Hunt hanging on in the tackle as long as he can. McCulloch for Lockyer, here it is. Teo has scored. Brisbane, first points, first try for Ben Teo.
And attractive football is rewarded. Really good stuff from both teams. A lot of pressure applied by the Brisbane team. Actually, when they needed the quick play the ball, Corey Parker, he was a bit knocked about in the tackle. He stayed down, but a couple of rucks later, Lockyer attacks a couple and puts Ben Teo straight through.
And a big welcome to our audiences, taking us for our semi-finals, and many of you have been here since The start of the competition through the United Kingdom and Asia and America, New Zealand, and wherever else you might be watching, particularly you people up in Papua New Guinea who I know love your rugby league. The second semi, Brisbane in front.
Hey, old boy. Where's the love?
So Ben Teo gets his third try of the season. He paid $21. Their defence tested again now. In quick succession, Cuthbert's almost breaking through. Cuthbert's into play it close to the line. 5 gone. Here's Wayman, a shot at the line for Wayman. Back to Cuthbert's and he's over. Did he get the ball down?
Oh, yeah.
I think he did. Cuthbertson had scored. Dragons a try.
The X Factor. We said before the game that Cuthbertson could be the one the Dragons were looking for something different. They're on the board.
Had hamstring problems second half of the season.
Glenn to play the ball. McCulloch away. Maguire forward to the 40-metre line. Keep in mind, if Brisbane win, they'll get Sam Friday back next weekend. Wallace gets it away. It's gone to Beale, gone to Reid, gone to Copley. He will score. Copley scores for the Broncos.
Very, very well taken by the Broncos. Everybody played their role perfectly. Catch and pass, draw and pass, and Dale Copley was able to skip out of a tackle. One of these exciting young players. That 6-on-3, Jamie Soward, he's got 3 coming at him. Jack Reid held it long enough to put Copley outside his man. And he scores in the corner, kick to come.
High, midfield. And there goes Beale up above the pack.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's his best play of the night.
I think he might have taken one of his own out.
Was
Lockyer?
He's holding his jaw, Lockyer. And he never stays down. He never ever stays down.
Beautifully taken by Glenn.
Brilliant tackle.
Soward, short, and it's going ahead with Beau Scott. Scott will play the ball. 10 metres out from the Brisbane line. Played to Rain, and it's gone to Young. And Young goes back to Soward. Soward across to Hornby. Hornby on. Boyd stepping. He's over. Darius Boyd has scored.
Oh, and a kick to even things up. What a strip from Cuthbertson, Adam Cuthbertson, to get the football back to his team. Wayne Bennett giving nothing away, but inside he is churning. And Darius Boyd gets the try. Cuthbertson removed it as clean as. And now Jamie's out. Not an easy kick, but this left side attack, you know it's coming, but it's worked beautifully. The decoy runner there, Cuthbertson, he played a major role again.
Well, Jamie Soward, and I guess Steve Price, the trainer, who is their coach next year, as soon as the try was scored, ran over and said something to Jamie Soward. All the hours of practice, all the years this kid built his game on kicking, Jamie Soward now has to slot this over to keep their season alive. All Dragons fans depend upon the number 6.
Hold your breath. Here we go for the ride. And he's sailed it between the uprights.
Brilliant.
What a kick.
12 more. A minute to go.
Before tackle, and that's given Brisbane decent field position. Now we know that certainly Peter Wallace has nailed them from close to halfway this year, but obviously not in these circumstances. Great run, Maguire.
He's strong again tonight, isn't he, young Maguire? My goodness, he's a player of the future.
Now we've got Lockyer first to the left, but Peter Wallace much wider to the right.
Lockyer takes a shot, it's low.
He's got it.
I think he's got it. He's got it.
He has.
Darren Locker has kicked a drop goal that reminded me of Sean Timmins in an Origin game, I think.
better than Sean Tiernan. He's actually got it fairly well off the boot. It just didn't go that high over the crossbar. Of course I love Darren. I love him even more now.
I had just uttered the words. You could not write the script any better. And then the guest of honour puts the goal over. The drop goal to send them to the preliminary. Superstar to legend to rugby league immortality. Darren Locker.
Great camera work as well. Getting it all there. And it can be a cruel game. Look at the faces there of absolute joy. And the Dragons, well, they look like the West Tigers from last night, absolutely shattered. And some real class there from Mark Gasnier straight across in his last game to wish Darren Lockyer all the best.
Still clutching at that left side.
Let's keep our fingers crossed there. We need him to be in action next week.
Dragons, the Premiers, exit. Wayne Bennett exits and heads north up the F3. Stay with us. Lockie's waiting to talk with us after the break. Plus we'll crown the unbreakable Hilux man of the match. The Mammoth moments. And then quickly we'll take you after that to the Rugby World Cup between Australia and Ireland. You're watching the finals. Absolutely free of charge. Live across the 9 and Win networks. Here's a break.